While there are thousands of great charities that provide clothing, meals, and toys for children, there's only one charity in the country that focuses on providing suitable beds for those children. And a chapter is currently being established in Etowah County. TV 24's Jaleesa Williams has the details.
Sleep in Heavenly Peace is a nonprofit organization that began in Kimberly, Idaho. It now has chapters all over the country. Its volunteers are dedicated to finding young children living without the luxury of sleeping on a bed or even laying their heads on a pillow. Volunteers will host Build Day events to build beds for these children and then deliver them to the homes for free. Valerie and Tommy Goodman are residents of Southside who heard about this organization and decided to create a chapter within their own community. Valerie worries about children who are experiencing side effects due to being sleep deprived.
We've been in homes with not a single bed in the whole home. Children sleeping directly on the floor or on these blow-up mattresses covered by sheets on the floor. Some children sleeping on a couch, and it's time for them to go to bed, but there's still activity going on in the homes. They're sleep deprived, and their quality of sleep is bad. And, that leads to increased behavioral and emotional disturbances, irritability, poor cognitive function, poor testing.
Although the Goodmans have already established Sleep in Heavenly Peace Gadsden chapter, volunteers and sponsors are desperately needed in order to get this program fully up and running. Mrs. Goodman says she's already received calls from school counselors and families in need.
We just this week received a message from a grandmother in Attala. She's an elderly disabled grandmother raising her 4 grandchildren and needs 4 beds. And we wish we had 4 beds right now to go give her. But the fact is we are in the process of fundraising for our startup funds. There's tools that we need and supplies that we need before we can ever start accepting applications.
The startup chapter builds 2 kinds of beds: bunk beds and single twin-size beds. If you would like to learn more about this organization, the Goodmans will be hosting a special event this weekend.
On Sunday, April 7th, here in Gadsden at Top of the River, 5 o'clock, we're having an interest information dinner. Now, dinner is Dutch. That's on you. We're going to bring dessert, but we're going to have one of the bunks set up, and we are going to sit down and have dinner together. And then my husband and I are going to just spend a little time sharing how it all got started, how we got involved, where we are as a startup chapter.
To find out more information, visit Sleep in Heavenly Peace Gadsden on Facebook. For TV 24's Primetime News, I'm Jaleesa Williams.